What's up, everybody? It is Coach Deep, Desi dating coach, ethnic dating coach. Really, the only dating coach you need in your fucking life. All right. So let's get into it. All right. Let's get into the 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 circus here, the madness. All right. It's like a joke here. All right. All right. So this guy's been popular for a while, right? I'm not a fan of his, obviously, and really, I could give a shit about him, but because we're within the manosphere right now, this guy's been very popular for the last couple years. All right. Influencer, man coach, alpha male coach is the right word. So let's look at him here. Let's look at Mr. Wes Watson here, alpha male coach. All right. So most of you may have heard he plead guilty. So fitness influencer pleads guilty in Miami-Dade gym beating. All right. So those of you who may not know the story, I think back in like 2024, he was involved in a fight, um, and he beat down him and his friends. Ganged up on some big black dude at his gym or something like that. All right, so he pled out. All right, he's been locked up for the last couple months. I think he caught another case while he was out, another violent case. He beaten up on his girlfriend or something like that, and he's finally pled out. Right, big gangster over here, big alpha male gangster with all the tattoos on his head and all that shit. Now he's not looking
Them approached him
so
saying he wanted to fight.
happy, right? Um, but
Officers
either way, point is that this is the type of guy that you don't want to listen to. All right. A lot of you people have made a mistake about following this man and listening to this guy when trying to improve your dating life. All right. So we could read some of this stuff here, right? So he pleads out, according to arrest documents, Watson told responding officers he was working out when the victim approached him and said he wanted to fight. They all pretty much ganged up on him and beat the guy up. So, as a part of the plea agreement, prosecutors offered Watson a sentence of 21 months in prison, including time already served, followed by 7 years of probation and mental health treatment. All right. Talks something about um, he was he's going to get treatment for substance abuse as well for all the steroids that he was on. Um, But either way, again, this guy's been real popular. You guys have been paying this guy lots and lots of money, right, for him to be able to afford a place in Miami, and live the lifestyle he's been living, right? But now you can all see that he's just a fraud. He's just a fucking punk, right? And he's pretty
was
much crying
working
like a
out when the
bitch here,
victim
almost,
approached him.
right? Looks like he's about to cry, and he's going to be sitting in a Florida prison for the next, let's say he put in 3 months already, for the next 18 months or so. All right, year and a half locked up. Could be more. It's probably end up going to be more because he has another case going on. So, and let me tell you this: I've been locked up in Florida. Right, I've been locked up in the county jails in Florida. I've never been locked up in a prison in Florida, but I can tell you this right now: you don't want to be locked up in Florida. All right. Especially where he is now. He's in Broward County. It's pretty much split up between Latinos and blacks, right? There's a large Latino community in South Florida, and they are packing up in the prisons. And blacks are pretty much incarcerated all over the country. So there's definitely blacks in their system out there. So he's not going to have some of the same neo-Nazi buddies that he's been having, especially in the county he's in right now. I mean, when he goes down to prison, he'll find some white boys to hang out with and bullshit around with and all that. But this big gangster, this big alpha male gangster who was shooting up steroids in his neck and back and earlobes and all kinds of shit is now going to fucking prison, right? He's no longer going to be assisting you guys in your dating lives, right? Because let's get real here. The whole point of alpha male coaching is really targeted towards guys who can't get laid, right? Um, so again, um, a coach like this will only lead you to destruction. All right. I'm an all natural coach. Right. So let me tell you the difference between me and this guy. I don't believe in all this bullshit about getting all these tattoos all over your body and all over your face and head as a way to look tough and way to look like, oh yeah, I'm a big macho man, right? In order to get women. Now, some women will always be attracted to that look, but this guy's not a tough guy, right? He's about to cry like a bitch right now, right? In this video, so he's not some big bad tough guy, right? He's just a punk, right? So but either way, you got the tattoos, you got all pumped up on steroids and all that. If you want that look and you think that's going to get you women, yeah, it can get you women. You can also look like a fucking accountant and get you some women too, right? Um, Point is that having this type of gimmick, this BS gimmick, is not going to guarantee you women. All right, it's just another angle that guys use to try to pick up women. All right, the really again, this is what I teach and what I specialize in. The way to meet women is really to be able to approach them in any type of setting, right? So if you're the guy who's confidently able to approach women in whatever type of setting, you could steal this guy's girlfriend, you could steal that guy's girlfriend, you can steal that guy's girlfriend, you could steal all their girlfriends, right? Because women want to be approached and want to be gamed at the end of the day, right? Think of it that way, that women want to be gamed, right? That's the only way to really master women in general, is being able to approach them and being able to communicate with them and not just shoot your shot. That's not enough. Shooting your shot is not enough. Just going up to her and say, "Hey, can I get your number?" And then she says no, and you fucking scurry off. That's shooting your shot, but that's not enough. All right. When I talk about actually conversating with women in an effective way, right? That's how to get fucking women. All right. So again, if you want to end up in prison, if you want to end up fucking, all pumped up on steroids and then now crying like a bitch in front of a judge because you're about to spend the next year and a half in prison, possibly more, then listen to this guy, right? But if you want to listen to somebody who can help you meet women in any area of your life, any place in your life, any type of setting, then you got a coach like myself. All right. Um, but this is way too common nowadays with these alpha male coaches, right? Um, and what happens is a lot of you guys are weak, right? You guys are weak. So you try to find something that looks somebody online, right? Some influencer, right? Influencer, like we could call them, right? If you want to call them an influencer, or some guru, or some alpha male expert, or some men's expert, all right? And you listen to these fucking morons because they fucking got these huge muscles and tattoos all over the bodies, and they're talking about, "Oh, I've been to prison. I've been to prison." So you, as a weak man, right, whatever race you are, you could be black, you could be Latino, you could be white, Indian, Chinese, Jewish, whatever you may be, right? You listen to this man because you're so weak and you see an image in front of you that looks strong, and that's what you feel is the right way to go about life. But again, right? You're not on steroids, and this fucking Neanderthal is. And now he's crying like a bitch when he doesn't have his steroids and he's about to fucking do a year and a half in Florida fucking prison. All right. And again, I can handle Florida corrections, or I've been locked up in Florida corrections. His dumbass is probably not going to like Florida corrections, especially he's from the West Coast. All right. Um, So either way, that's not the point here. The point here is that if you want a real coach who's going to help you improve your dating life and not ruin the remainder of your life, the other parts of your life, then get with me. All right. Um, but you see this, all right. There was another article here too. Let me see if I could pull that up and we can get into the details. Right, we can get into the fucking details of this fucking retard. Okay, this Neanderthal. All right. So let's type in Wes Watson. All right. There was another one. All right, here we go. We got a good one here on Fox. Fox News even covered him. You see how popular this guy was? Even Fox News has covered him. All right. So look at him standing there like a bitch, right? Mr. 6'1". All right. I must be 7 feet tall then if he's 6'1". But either way, um, all right. So mental health treatment and you, let's try to find that one section where they're talking about steroids. All right, Mr. fucking steroids. Nope, not this article. Let's try again, shall we? All right. Let's try this one. All right. I think this might be it. No, this is the one I already looked at. All right. I'm turning into a fucking Neanderthal. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we fucking got here. All right. So the dude, he suffered a face fracture, concussion, and two black eyes, and now he's got Morgan and Morgan representing him for the civil suit. All right. So Wes Watson's not only going to prison, but he's losing all his money too. All right, I can't find the article, but in one of the articles, it did say that he's going to get treatment for steroid use as well. Um, and so here you go. Watson will also have to stay away from the victim and record a video about the harm of substance abuse and the importance of mental health treatment. All right. So again, here we go. Claimant also said negotiations about Watson's sentence have been informed by the testimony of a psychologist who discussed how Watson abused anabolic steroids and had untreated mental health concerns. All right, so Mr. Alpha Male, Mr. Big Gangster, Mr. Big Gangbanger, Mr. Big Tough Guy. Now all of a sudden he was an abuser of anabolic steroids and had untreated mental health issues, right? That's the same bullshit, right? All these people, they do something stupid. They go beat up a girl or beat up an old man or something like that. Then they're in jail. They're in front of a judge, and now they're crying, "Oh, I have untreated mental health issues," or "Oh, I was on drugs. I was on steroids. I was on crack or fentanyl or meth or whatever." Right? So they're always coming up with some bullshit sob story all of a sudden that they're oh, poor me, I'm a fucking retard and I was doing drugs and I got mental health problems, that's why I did what I did. So again, it's just stay away from these types of coaches. All right. Get with me, Desi dating coach, ethnic dating coach, all natural coaching. You're going to learn to approach women naturally without the use of steroids, without the use of drugs or any kind of recreational drugs or any type of pills or any type of alcohol, right? All types of things. The gym, um, yoga classes, the malls, college campuses, uh, anywhere you could think of, work settings, right? Anywhere you could think of, you're going to have the confidence to be able to approach and seduce women in appropriate settings, right? You're not going to seduce a woman at a picnic somewhere, but in appropriate settings. All this I provide for you guys in my fucking coaching. All right. So if you want real masculinity training, that's what I offer, right? If you want real um, seduction training, that's what I offer, right? You want real pickup skills, that's what I offer. You want a real riz, that's what I offer. I'm in Northeast right now in the New Jersey area. Going to be down in Vegas this summer. But if you're in Florida, I could come out there. We could do one-on-one coaching. I do personalized coaching, one-on-one. I also do boot camps. It's going to be a busy summer, guys. We're almost at the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I love this fucking country. All right. I love the United States of America. I'm not anti-American. All right. Grateful that I'm born here. But point here is I'm going to be all over the country. Wherever you need me, I'm there for you. If you have trouble meeting women, you need to improve your dating life, whether you're Indian, Asian, South Asian, Black, Latino, white, Jewish, mixed Mongolian, Ethiopian, whatever you may be. I'm the guy that you want to call a man of color who has uh, really mastered dating and picking up women. Coach Deep, I'm your guy. I'll talk to you all next time.